And this is how Aang talks in the TV show. You ready?
Okay.
Katara. No. Don't play that one.
But they did it so dirty with this.
Hey everybody, welcome to Co-op Talks. Here I am Jhon. This is
David Esparza.
And this is the place where I don't know why you said your full name. This is the place where me and my brother talk about some fun stuff. But specifically today, David, What are we talking about today?
Today we're doing a Co-op Talks episode about Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series.
Off the top of the dome, you know what this makes me think of? How you should leave a like if you're listening to this video.
That's really interesting. Yes, definitely that. And also give us those 5-star ratings on the podcast.
Yes,
on
please.
Apple Music and Spotify.
And you can also donate to my Zelle number or to David's if you want to help. I'm running out of mate, so please.
Yeah, bring back the mate. Everyone's still on the mate for you, bro.
You got to get on the mate, bro.
No, I don't think I will, bro.
Tell you what, if people comment down on this video, that means they're watching it. This is not going to be a clip on TikTok. If people comment down on this video that David should drink mate, he's going to have to live drink some mate.
Okay, sure, why not?
Bro.
If we get 3 people to comment that.
3 people.
Three
Sounds
people
good.
are solid.
Sounds good.
All right, great, bro. So Avatar: The Last Airbender, as everyone knows, this is a show, an animated TV show that we love. And
we absolutely
a lot of people love. A lot of people have such a deep, fascinating love towards Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. So when we heard live action, we had to watch it, and that they had to bring it. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, bro.
I kind of want to first just hear your rating.
Okay, I was talking about this with my wife. I do 1 through 10.
Yeah, for TV shows is fine.
My rating for Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix adaptation.
No, wait. Let's say it at 3. Both of ours at 3.
Okay.
Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. 6.5 out of 10.
8.5.
8.5? No way. Wow. You know what's so funny and so interesting? So Jhon is like backwards on everything. If a lot of people love a TV show, or a lot of people love a movie, you don't like it. If a lot of people hate it, a lot of people like it. No, I'm not saying a lot of people hate this TV show, actually. A lot of people like it.
So here's my thing, and we can kind of talk about how it was before it launched, before it actually premiered.
That's right. Let's talk about that.
From the beginning, this seemed like a really great thing. Netflix is going to do this thing. The original creators are on board. But then midway through that, original creators drop out.
That's right.
And the rumor was they weren't respecting the characters. And we know that for Avatar, at the heart of this is the characters. So red flag.
Yes.
Then what ends up happening was so interesting is for some reason, Netflix, the people running this show specifically, they started releasing statements, statements of things that the characters will not be doing, things that the characters won't have. Have you heard about this?
Yeah. You told us about it in the last episode.
My bad. So it's stuff like that then is weird. Then they start showing some trailers where the CGI and the effects are not great. Yeah. So this started going downhill real quick. But after that, I decided not to watch anything, any reviews, anything. I just watched the show. That was my experience so far. Yeah. What about you, brother?
Well, yeah, I mean, going into it, from last episode, I had my hopes not up, but I still had steady faith towards the show. So, I guess, that was pretty much me going into the show. I remember I told you from that one Avatar: The Last Airbender clip where he's fighting Boomy, I think it is, the Avatar, the Earth Kingdom guy. Yeah. That I was like, that's supposed to be like that or something like that. But regardless, okay, let's talk about what we did like from the show. Okay. Do you want to start?
I don't know if I can start here. Okay, this is tough. You go first.
Okay, fine. I'll start with me. For me, the costume design was fantastic.
On point.
Whoever the costume designers were, great. They did fantastic.
Some of the wigs kind of funky.
Yeah, Zue. No, what's her name? The moon girl? Yue. Yue's wig, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I have no idea who, what. Regardless, costume design was great. I would even think some set designs were really good for the show. Not gonna lie, that was fine.
Sound as well, music.
Music was on point. Yes, they kept to the original and they included some little crisps, little salt on that for sure. That worked.
Can I just jump in here to what you're saying as well? Yeah. Or do you mind? Do you mind, bro?
Go ahead.
Okay. I think they honor the show. I definitely think they honor the show. I think they handled the show very good. There's a couple things, spoilers for the whole 8 episodes, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Spoilers, yeah.
Spoilers for the first 8 episodes. Stuff like when Aang does the like little bubble thing, little air bubble, he like runs and he hits the thing just like in the TV show. Stuff like the episodes that were missed. At one point there's like a bar place and some people are like, oh, I heard it from pirates. Oh, I heard it from the cave travelers, which is other episodes we didn't get to see.
Yeah, exactly.
So kind of insinuating that it did happen. We just didn't get to see it. Stuff like that. I think they honored the show very well in those
For
sense.
sure. Yeah. Other things I liked, some of the cast. I'll say some of the cast. They were hit or misses, but some of the cast.
I'll tell you this, if I can jump, like I said, I'm just jumping on your bandwagon here. They were hard hit or misses.
Exactly. So some of them to the T.
Some of them, wow, bro.
To the mate.
To the mate, brother.
But some of them, bro, were like,
to the madre, bro.
Oh my, exactly.
To the mate or to the madre?
Dude, that's so good. We're using that now. So like, some of them were really good. I'm not gonna lie. I can name some of them.
Let's start talking about the characters. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Because honestly, I'm pretty much done with like what I liked from the show.
Oh,
is there anything else you really liked?
Here's some. Yeah, I definitely like some stuff.
And then we'll talk about characters, and then we'll go to episodes.
Okay. So just rant. Okay. No. Let me think about this.
I was gonna say Jhon wrote like notes on each episode.
On every episode. Yeah. The cinematics, brother.
The cinematography?
Or I don't know if you call it cinematics or cinematography. For example, episode 1 when Aang is going into the underwater.
Yeah.
Great shots, bro.
Yeah, and they mimic a lot of the original animation.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I think the bending is also hit or miss.
Bending is also hit or miss. Some of it is really good.
And some of it
like episode 2 when they visit Kyoshi Island and Kyoshi Avatar, bro, that was one of my favorite scenes in the whole show.
Lit. Very cool. I think I'll just pop in different things that I like. But I think off the top of the dome, those are some of the things I liked. Like you said too, some of the sets or some of the designs, like the Southern Air Temple looks amazing. I think, off the top. Oh, the monsters look
really great.
Well.
Really scary, really good.
And super close to what they look like in the TV show. Yeah.
So we talked about what we liked.
Characters.
I did want to talk about what we didn't like, but I think we should leave that towards the end.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is going to be more of a conversation, I think.
At this point, because it's not going to be as structured, but it's
sorry,
fine.
Guys. It's my fault. I'm not a structured person.
It's okay. No worries. So, characters. Okay.
Wait. Our favorite interpretation of a character, we're going to say it at the same time. Who interpreted a character the best?
Okay.
You don't have it off the top of the dome?
No.
That's crazy, bro. We watched 2 different shows. I think you watched the M. Night Shyamalan version, bro.
No, I think this is going to sound so depressing, but I think that watching a show with someone does influence your opinion about it. And I watched it alone.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It's interesting. Me and my wife, we had kind of opposite thoughts about on a lot of the things.
No, yeah.
Mainly we agreed, but I think there was a lot of thoughts where it was like, I don't think you're thinking this right. And she was like, I don't think you're thinking this right. Which is cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, characters that interpreted I only have like 1 or 2 in mind.
Just tell me. Go for it.
You want to say it at 3?
I don't think we're going to say the same one. It's going to just be embarrassing.
I think I know which one you're going to say.
Probably.
Okay.
No, so just you go.
I'll start. Sokka was done really well.
Best one.
Sokka was done really well because I close my eyes, I hear him, and I'm like, yes.
The voice,
facial expressions,
the humor, the pacing,
hair, body, everything was really done. And not to make this like super zesty or anything, but he's a good looking cat.
You think so?
He's a good looking cat. Like, look at him without the show. He's a good looking cat.
I think he's underage, bro.
Well, I'm not gay either. I'm not gay, so I mean, it's not like I'm trying to go after him. I think everyone in the show is underage except for like Jhon and someone else.
Probably Uncle Iroh.
Sure. But yeah, no, he's a good looking cat, like for sure. So like, great casting on him.
Okay.
Was that your number 1?
That's my number 1 without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
I think, like you said, dude, perfect. Like the moment he came on screen, I was like, you're carrying the team, bro. You're carrying the team. Like legit sounds just like him. Facial expressions, the mannerisms, humor, everything, bro.
Yeah, he
nailed it.
Timing was great on him.
Nailed it, bro.
I'm trying to think of other characters.
So you didn't really like this show then, huh?
I'll say this. It's not mid, like to the point where it's like, I think it's okay and good.
Okay. I think it's...
Because okay is like 6, good is a 7, great is an 8, awesome, amazing is a 9, and perfection is a 10. I think it's good. like you cannot deny like this show is bad. I think this show is good. Now, like me and my roommate, we were arguing back and forth how like, no, bro, it's because you got to think of like the cartoon animation and like you got to make like these similarities back and forth with the animation. Like, I don't think that way.
I think there's some of that in here. Like, I do think there's some of it where you have to be like, well, this was meant to be a cartoon.
No, yeah, 100%. But he's saying like, no, but in the cartoon they explained this, so that's why like the live.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can't do it with this show, with any adaptation.
No, you can't.
It's the same reason why you hated the Harry Potter, Half-Blood Prince, Order of the Phoenix too, because they left so many loopholes. Where I'm like, what the heck is this? What the heck is that? I think there was so much of that in this show, personally, and
maybe
in this show, I think they cut off parts that they didn't need to cut off, and they included parts that they didn't need to include.
That's so interesting because I felt very opposite to that. I mean, I do think they mashed up a lot of stories,
and it's hard to do. I will not. Yeah, it's.
But I think they did it in a cohesive way. Real talk, to include like all of those storylines, as many of them as they could. Here's my thing. I think my biggest thing is that this should have been 10 episodes.
Yeah, 100%.
It should have been 10 episodes, and I think the pacing would have been perfect. But I actually think the way they mashed up a lot of... There's one episode, I think it's either third. I think it's the third episode, bro. Has like 4 storylines in it, bro.
Yeah, back and forth.
4 storylines in it. But I think it works.
Yeah.
I think it works.
It's really interesting. I think... Wow. Like, did you hear that? I think my roommate was telling me this. These 8 episodes in the Netflix series are longer than the TV show animation first season. Do you guys think that the Netflix adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender is longer than the TV show cartoon?
Bro, that's a tough question.
Like, off the top of the dome, don't look it up. Like, do you think it's longer? Because I've heard some people say that the Netflix adaptation is longer.
Because it doesn't feel like it should be longer.
Exactly. 8 episodes, only like 50 minutes long.
Dang, that's a good question, bro.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. I won't look it up. Let's go. What other characters did you like?
Sokka's is a perfect on-the-nail interpretation of the character.
Yeah.
Now, other characters were gotten, and they did kind of their own thing with it. Zuko is my next one. Zuko, I really enjoyed what he did with the character.
Yeah.
I wonder why he wouldn't try and do the voice. I mean, it makes sense, but the voice is so iconic to the character. So. And here's an interesting fact. I hadn't thought about it this way, bro, until I saw it in live action.
Tell me.
How embarrassing is it, bro, that a firebender has a fire burn?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that, like, I thought about that, like, how humiliating is that,
That's
bro?
so interesting.
Because there's no other firebenders with fire burns.
Yeah.
But the humiliation goes even deeper. Like, not only the fact that his dad did it to him, but it's
That's
like
crazy.
It's like how, like, you can't even control, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's humiliating, bro.
Yeah.
But Zuko definitely, I think I loved what he did.
I think he did great.
I think he did great.
For sure.
Because real talk, and this is one of the things that I think the show battles with. Some of the dialogue is cringe, bro. It just is. It just is, bro.
We'll get to that, yeah.
We'll get to that. But some characters do really good with it. Like Zuko, who has probably the cringiest lines. Like, my father, I need to find the
100%.
But he pulls them off.
Yes.
He pulls them off.
Yeah.
Other characters, I'm sure we'll get to Katara, did not pull them off. No offense to the 16-year-old girl that's probably playing Katara. But third, bro, Fire Lord Ozai.
Oh, bro, I forgot about him, bro.
What a casting, bro.
What a cast for Fire Lord Ozai. 100%. I forgot about him.
I was even thinking, like, when he came out, I was like, I kind of wish they saved him for the end, but you can't, bro.
Nah.
You can't. Like, he is such a good. Visually, the costume, the thing.
Yes.
And we knew it. When we saw he got casted, we were like, bro, he's going to
bring it.
Yeah, bro.
From Lost, bro. The homie from Lost. Yeah, dude, 100%. He did so great. He really did. He's so menacing, and dude, he looks built, and he's old. He's old.
Dude, he for real. Again, few characters that knocked it out of the park, bro.
For sure,
knocked it out of the park.
Any other characters that you liked?
That I liked?
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Hold on.
I think Jet did really good.
Jet was good.
Some people say I could cosplay him, bro.
Some people probably say that.
But what do you
what do you guys think?
What do you guys think, Jet? When I had my long hair, I'll show a picture right now.
No, for sure. Yeah. Dude, I actually think I told my son that when he like undid his hair and it was like long. I told my son, that's Uncle David in high school.
Oh, really? Okay, then yeah.
It would work.
Because I had longer hair. Yeah, funny. Dude, I think I could play him. I think they did the arrow guy really good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kyoshi Warrior. What's her name? Suki. Oh, I forgot about Suki. Oh, my days. Yeah, they did a great job with Suki.
You know, one of those. Yeah, Zuki was good. The costume was good. I like what they did with the character.
Yes,
that was good. That was well done.
Wow, well Suki.
Done. Do you know one of my favorite surprises in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix adaptation?
What was your favorite surprise?
Not my favorite surprise, but one of my favorite moments was Abed. Abed was in the show.
Is it the guy in the helicopter thing?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Who?
Abed from Community.
Oh, I thought you were talking about someone in Spanish.
No, he's the guy who created.
Yeah,
bro. I was like, it's Abed. I lost it.
That was your favorite surprise.
It was a very nice surprise to see him. He also looks the part very well.
Yeah,
and he acted good.
100%. Even the Earth King guy. Yeah, great.
Boomy. No, yeah, he was really good too. The voice too. Hey, why? See,
very solid.
Ready. Here it goes again. No, I got it. I forgot.
Let us leave.
No, he does that. Throw him a feast.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's solid. We'll take it. Yeah, 100%. I think we should talk about what we didn't like. Because we've talked a lot about what we liked and some characters.
We can talk specifically characters we didn't like.
Okay, we'll start with characters and then we'll leave off.
Whatever you want to do, brother.
So let's go with characters. I think they did us so dirty. And this isn't no offense to anyone, but they did us so dirty with Azula, Ty Lee, and May. So dirty. I don't even know how to explain it, but Azula, no. Like, I think they did us so wrong with her. That's the one that I'm like, wow, like they could have probably done a little bit better. And I think it has to do with the fact that you said that this script has a lot of cringy lines, but I just don't believe it off of her.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of what it has to do with it.
Here's the thing, man. And I feel bad because these are kids.
Exactly. Like, I do feel bad, like, even saying it. Because, like, if I would have been casted as Danny Phantom and someone tells me, like, dude, what the heck? We were expecting Tom Holland. We were expecting Grant Gustin.
It's tough, bro. It is tough. But here's the thing, like, oh man, you hit it on the nail. I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it. And Azula, I think first of all, Azula should have been saved for the end.
Yes, for like a reveal at the end. Yes,
that would have been the perfect teaser for next season. Yeah. Even if it's this chick, because slow it down.
I don't think there was no reason to show Azula, I guess, besides the fact that he was talking to also the other commander and the Fire Lord. But even still, like, imagine if we wouldn't have seen Azula and this guy was receiving letters. And it's like you're theorizing this could be Azula.
Yeah, that would have been
way better. And at the end, it was her writing the letters, and it was all her. Yeah. Way better.
Or even if they would have said like it's the daughter of the king, like it would be like, oh,
exactly, Azula's. And for example, we didn't see May or Ty Lee in the Avatar until season 3, and we saw them in season 1 of this, and they didn't really do anything.
It's so hard to play that like I'm cocky, I'm evil character. But even my wife mentioned something so interesting when they were burning Zuko's face in the show. She smiles, but she didn't smile in the.
She almost smirked.
But that's the thing. Like, why not just do those things? Like, you could, and I don't know, bro. And it's very crazy because you're gonna have to lean a lot on that character coming seasons, bro.
Yes, like that's a pivotal character.
Bro, I don't see her ending how Azula ends. If you haven't seen the TV show, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but her ending is amazingly interesting and crazy and cool. I don't see her being able to pull that off.
You know what's really interesting? Because like Azula should, you said something really interesting. Azula should be someone annoying and evil and someone that we like shouldn't technically like, but in the TV show cartoon, we do like her. And I think what humanizes her a lot is the fact that she hasn't been connected to humanity. So we, like, for example, there's some episodes when she's like, guys, we're here for the party. And like, she's not like too well versed in the, you know,
I love that
the humanity of other people. But you feel some sympathy for her in those episodes. We need to see stuff like that because right now we don't.
Here's something I was thinking about, bro. I think 2 things. One, they kind of rolled the dice on a lot of these characters. I don't know why they had to do that on Azula. I know they definitely did that with Katara, which I'm just gonna say
we'll get about it right now.
We'll get to her right now. I know they did that on Katara, but I don't know why they would have to roll the dice on these characters.
Yeah,
like, bro, you shouldn't have touched them yet. The cool thing is these kids are gonna grow up. They're gonna get better at acting.
Yes,
that's the hope.
That's the hope.
And maybe that was the idea. Like, hey, we don't want to just. We want to kind of soft launch.
This is a testing the waters.
Testing the waters with the Zula. Do you guys buy that? No. Okay. Next season, we're going to make her a crazy
different person. Yeah.
Right. But that's one thing they did. And then the second thing they did is I feel like this first season was heavy character building for specific characters. And I specifically think that for Zuko. Because above anyone else, he got the most character development for sure. We got most of his backstory. We got I thought it was interesting. I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, if I didn't know the show by the end of season 1, I'd be like, you know what, Zuko, he's an interesting character. Yeah. I don't feel that for Aang. No. I think Aang is extremely flavorless in this show. Currently. And that's a common thing in main characters in books and stuff like that. Like Harry Potter, Harry is very flavorless because it helps me be Harry, right? Yes. So there's stuff like that.
It helps a lot of people be Harry, connect with him.
Yeah, but I think Aang... I mean, he's a good Aang. Yeah. He's a really good Aang. And I know he can get there. Yeah. But I just, yeah.
All right, let's get to Katara now. Okay. I actually enjoyed Katara a little bit, but
I can't believe it just
she doesn't have a lot of the qualities. Like, I didn't hate her as much as I hated like Azula and all them. But I think, is that the one you hated the most?
Yes. I'm sorry to the kid playing this character. I think you still have the potential to do it. Yes. But here's the thing. Everybody on the show 100% is dealing with cringy writing. And I don't think she dealt with that. Okay. When at the last episode, Aang is Avatar State.
Yeah. She's like, I need you.
Whatever. I need you. You're my family.
100%.
I ain't believing what you're saying.
No, 100%.
I don't believe it, bro.
100%.
But here's the thing. And it might not be completely her fault because one of the things that the developers were saying, as one of the statements that we're saying is like, she's not going to want to be a mom. Yeah, she's not going to want to be in that mom role. And I think that affects the character in a negative way because then what is her motivation? She doesn't have a motivation. What did they do? And I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. It ended up making her look like, hey, I'm just a girl that wants to be a boss. I want to be like
empowering yourself,
empowering myself and all. And there's nothing wrong with that because I think this show is one of the few shows that does that really well. Bro, if you look at the Kyoshi Warriors, bro, there is no better lesson in life that women can do it. But I don't think it's earned in Katara. And I specifically think that's not her character. Like, I think what was so cool about it was that in the animated show was that part of her was like, I kind of don't have to learn to fight. I can do this, but I need to fight, right? And here it felt more like I want to fight, and there's a difference, right?
You have a different feeling.
There's a different feeling to that. I just don't think that was managed that well.
I agree. I think for me, what I did like about her though is that at least for her, she does sound like Katara. I think she does sound like Katara. I think what failed her a lot, though, what failed a lot of characters, this is probably my least favorite thing of the whole show, was the acting. I think the acting was down horrendous in the show.
Real talk me right now, brother. Real talk moment. Was the acting bad or was the writing bad?
Both.
You think so?
Because you said something really good, bro. There's I think this script was written by AI, bro, or something. And there's some people that can pull off that really well. The Sokka did, like Prime A example, Zuko and Sokka. But like, there's some people that can't, and that I think that goes with acting. Because if you act well, you'll be able to deliver these lines pretty good.
Do you think Aang delivered his lines good?
No, I don't. Like his facial expressions that I see him, I'm like, no.
I think he did good enough.
That's how I see Katara, where it's like, I think it's good enough.
That's crazy, bro. It's just crazy that, man.
But you know what's really interesting about the whole sexist thing? Because Sokka was the one that's sexist. Did you notice how they did the switch with instead the master? Even though in the cartoon, the master was even saying that women shouldn't waterbend or whatever fight. Yeah. But they focused more on like the higher ups rather than Sokka. And they talked about that.
And I don't know why. Like, I think, dude, it's fine if he doesn't believe women can fight because he learns from it. Like, characters should be flawed. Yes. And like I said, this show is one of the... I'm going to be super open right now. Everybody watching this, all the thousands of people watching this, bro. I hate I hate when a man dresses up as a woman in a TV show. I hate it.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb. I don't think it works half the time. All of these things. But I was telling my wife as we were watching this episode, I was like, if he dresses as the Kyoshi warrior, I'm okay with it. Because it makes sense, brother. Because it's like, they are warriors. You're not a warrior. Like, it all works in the story, right? So I'm not against these things. It's just that, like, we got to do it right, you know? And I feel like for Katara, it wasn't earned. It was not earned, bro.
No, yeah, I agree.
And then, bro, can I talk about this, bro? Her and Zuko fighting, there's no way
that she keeps up.
In Hades, there's no way in
that
Hades,
she keeps
bro.
up.
Season 1, like maybe season 3, Katara can keep up a bit. There's no way Zuko
training his whole life,
fight and she ties. There's no way.
Although in the cartoon that does happen, but cartoon had more development for Katara.
But also, again, it's all about the emphasis on this. Like Aang saying, go easy on him. Like, bro,
come on. Yes.
Come on.
So bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind these moments, but it's like we're putting the wrong emphasis on it. I'm not misogynistic, okay?
Because on the show, on the animated show, it worked so good.
Because you earn things, right?
Exactly.
You work to it.
Payoff, setups, and payoffs. There was no setup.
If you don't do these things, because this whole thing came in the last episode.
Yeah.
Where she's like all of these things. And in the show, you see her like, I want to learn. I can't wait to get there and learn with you, Aang, and I don't think she ever. So it's those little things that I think just Katara's character season 2 for sure has to like, all right, let's do it. Ponte las pilas, compa.
Another big disappointment. This was the moment everything went like super downhill for me. It's in the first episode, a couple minutes. Freaking Gran says the intro.
I love that.
No, bro, that was ridiculous, bro. Gran said the intro that Katara should have said. Now, I told Alex, Katara deserves to say it in the second season, but Gran,
I think it's all right.
Saying the intro that Katara, that's like giving Dudley or whatever his name is, Harry Potter, killing Voldemort.
Nah, bro. You're
no, 100%.
Like, I believe you if Gran fought Zuko, bro. There I would believe you,
Oh my gosh.
You know what's so funny? We started watching the show. We were only a couple minutes in. And you know what my son says? He's like, I just want to see Gran. That was hilarious.
Dude, what did you think about your son watching this show? There was some pretty heavy moments.
I was a little nervous because, you know, the newer shows tend to add a lot of crazy things or things that are just not original with the show.
Yeah.
Or
them pushing ideas
and integrating a lot of progressive movements and stuff like that. But
Great.
we talked to him and it was great. It was a really fun family show we got to watch.
That's so cool. You watched it with your son.
Watched and he knew everything, bro. He was like quoting things because he watches the show every day pretty much. But it was great. The Spirit World episode was like, because we usually even skip that one in the cartoon.
Yeah.
So we watched it with him, but he was like, oh, damn, what the hell is that? But
the many face, whatever.
Yeah, many
from
faces.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Sure. But I thought Gran saying the thing was all right.
I hated that, bro. Well, I hated Gran saying it. Truly, I know there's people out there that are upset that Gran said the intro rather than freaking Katara. This is Katara.
Well, I would rather Katara not even talk in this show, to be honest.
Oh my God.
You know who I think would be a better Katara? Momo.
Oh my God.
Nah,
Katara was a letdown. I'll say that. Like, but I think she did okay. And honestly, these characters had fun. Like, they had fun. Does it make the show good? I don't think so. I think it could have helped out a lot. Something else I didn't like about the show, since we're kind of jumping around a little bit, not a single hint about Aang and Katara's relationship in this show. Now, in the animated TV show, they did something different here. When they're in the cave with the badger moles, it's Katara and Aang together. In this show, it's Katara and Sokka together.
Yeah.
I liked the development with Aang and Katara in the TV show. And that gives you a little hint, a little sprinkle on their little love. In the Netflix show, they didn't do that at all. Zero.
I think there was one moment.
Which moment? Maybe there was.
When they were in the Southern Water Temple.
Okay.
And then he was like, and this is how Aang talks in the TV show. You ready?
Okay.
Katara. No. Don't play that one. I really want to thank you for coming here because I am the Avatar. No, that sounds so bad. You can't play that.
My turn.
No, but hold on. It's because I imitated him really good the other day. Go.
Okay, my turn. Let me take off my glasses.
This is David's Avatar impression.
I can't do his voice so good. I can't do his voice. I take it back.
Okay, fine.
I take it back. I won't do it.
I know he does stuff like this. He goes like, I just want my friends to be okay.
Yeah, with his facial expressions.
No, we're just being messed up to a 10-year-old.
We're being messed up, bro.
But whatever. Anyway.
I think he did the best he could.
He did the best he could. And I think he's going to be really good a little bit older.
Yeah.
I think Sokka's doing great. I think Zuko's doing great. Katara, next season, you and Azula need to
bring it in.
Hey, we're playing.
Lock in.
This is the real
Lock
game.
in.
Like, you wanted this, bro. Like, you're here, bro. Like, look around. This is the real deal, bro. Aang is right there, bro. But also, I think one of the reasons they didn't do the love triangle thing or love stuff thing is because
the age difference.
Just look really young.
Yeah, the age difference is really bad.
Because even in the red carpet, Aang looks a lot older already.
Yeah, and you know what's so interesting? There was a comic book, the Instagram comic book. They were like, Netflix is smart because they're not going to pull off a Stranger Things where they wait a couple years and then they grow and they're super tall. Yeah. No, they're already going to start filming next year.
And not only that, they're saying that it's going to take years. Like in the show, it's going to be years past, which I think is smart.
I think that's smart too, actually.
Do you want to know something fun that the animated show of Avatar is kind of throwing at the live action in Netflix? Everything that the characters don't do in the TV show, the animated Instagram account is posting about. They haven't posted anything about the live action, which is interesting, right? But they've been showing Aang going on side missions and riding the water buffaloes and stuff, which they said they want to do. Katara acting like a mom, and even Sokka, they have this video they posted where his growth from not believing in women to believe. So it's just interesting.
Oh yeah, I saw that actually. I saw that on the TikTok. Yeah. That's really interesting. A couple other things I didn't like. Then we can talk about maybe our favorite episode, and then that's probably where we'll wrap it.
Sorry, brother.
No, you're good. The green screen was interesting in this show. The CGI was interesting in the show. I didn't
notice any green screens.
Dude, even me and Matthew here was like, bro, me and Matthew were watching it and he's like, bro, that green screen is horrible. And it was when he was in the Earth Kingdom in, not Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, I get that. I think... Umashu. Yeah, I think... Yeah.
Which isn't bad because we've seen bad green screen in other shows, and that's not, it doesn't make the show horrible, but it's just oh my gosh.
Here's what I told my wife. I think they picked their battles.
Okay.
I think they were because even in the last couple episodes, bro.
Last episode looked great.
Katara and the water bending master are fighting, right? Not the greatest CGI.
No.
Not good CGI, I would say. Cool battle. I like how they're trying, because they're trying to literally copy paste an animation to a real life. They're doing okay in that, but effects look bad. But the literal starting scene for the last episode, dude, this is great. Appa, and then Aang comes in.
Yes, bro. The boat scenes.
Yeah, dude. So they pick and choose, which I think
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. That's something I didn't like.
Here's one thing I actually didn't like. I think they could work on. There's not a clear way of understanding how much time has passed.
That's a good one.
I think that was a big one for me because it feels like this has been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but then they say things that's has it been months? Has it been you don't really know? So I think that's something that the show could do better. Just kind of really quantify that.
Yeah. And also, the Fire Nation showed up real soon to the Northern Air Temple. Yeah. I felt like they showed up so fast. I'm like, wow, they have some Game of Thrones type of traveling over here. We'll talk about our favorite episode and then we'll talk about why we gave our ratings and explain a little bit about that. My favorite episode was Masks, which is the Blue Demon episode. I think that episode was so well. I think that's where I saw Sokka more and I actually enjoyed him a lot. I think that was probably Aang's better episodes. And you know what's so interesting? We don't see a lot of Katara in that episode or Azula as much. So that's probably why I liked it a lot. I think it could have been handled a lot better, that episode, truly. I like that episode a lot. I like the airbending as well. I like the whole battle and everything like that. I think that was really good. The last episode was great too. I think that they're close second to best episodes. Because the Northern Air Temple battle was really really interesting. Some of the CGI could use help, but I think that was great as well. What about you?
Masks
was your favorite episode as well? Yeah.
I think that one was the most emotional episode.
Yes.
That's where you see Zuko's backstory, right? Mm-hmm. It's all super good. I love Masks. Yeah,
Masks was really great. Did you like their conversation together? It was longer than it was on the animation.
It was longer, but I don't think it hit as good.
I don't think it landed. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I don't think it landed because in the show it was shorter and it wasn't that like it didn't leave off seeds of Zuko being like a good guy or like turning, you know?
I think here's what I think. I think these kids are literally learning to be in their role. I'm like, look, full disclosure. We talk a lot of fun stuff, but I know these are kids. I know these are human beings, and we're not trying to be mean. We just want what's best for the show that we love. But I think they're going to grow into a lot of it because I think Zuko is great. I think Aang is passable, but together they don't have chemistry yet. Because realistically, they only had not that many scenes together, right? No. So it's like, give them some time and they'll develop this chemistry. And I think that's when it'll hit. But yeah, that kind of fell flat for me. But no, it was really cool. I really liked that whole episode, the emotional part of it. You know what I loved that they did that was different? That whole 42 Squadron thing.
Yeah, that wasn't in the animation.
I was like, yo, that's lit, bro.
And then they salute him.
Yeah, bro. And I was like,
goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
It was good. That was really good. My final question to you before we leave. How do you think they dealt with, we haven't even talked about Uncle Iroh.
We haven't, and I forgot about him.
We could go on for this for hours, but just a little tad. I liked Uncle Iroh. I think he's doing okay. He's doing something different. He's doing okay. How do you like the Leaves from the Vine thing they did? Oh, like a too soon type of thing? Too soon, brother. I think it was too soon. Too soon, my dude. Yeah. I don't think we've seen the full extent of it, but they included the song in the show. Included the song, the funeral. It's because we didn't even know he had a kid till like later on. And I think that's what made it even better. Exactly. Yeah. I think they're putting all their chips in Zuko's basket. Like, we need people to like you, bro. Uncle Iroh, I thought his acting wasn't the best. I think, you know what's funny? There was a comment saying, how is the most Asian guy or the only biggest like Asian guy in this show the one with the most American accent? Because Iroh has you do a better accent of Uncle Iroh than Uncle Iroh does in the Netflix adaptation. T? Jasmine T. Zuko. Exactly. Like, how does he have like the most American accent? So like, as soon as he opened his mouth, I'm like, oh my God, I do not like Uncle Iroh. And I'll be honest, he did grow on me a little bit. But still, I'm like, yeah, I think he's the perfect definition of like his performance mid. I love Uncle Iroh in the TV show, one of my favorite characters. But I think he was like solid mid. I think he's stepping into that role too a little. Yeah, because you see him progress better on each episode. Yeah. First 2 episodes, I was like, this is not it. And he has good chemistry with Zuko. Yeah, he does. I feel it. Yeah, so I think this is a seed thing. Like, this show can really grow into some freaking amazing things. Yeah. I think the acting has to get better, and I think give us 10 episodes. I think that lets us relax a little bit. We don't have to push 5 storylines in one episode, and we get to see some of the characters just have fun, which I think was really missing. Because I didn't really feel like Sokka and Aang and Katara ever like vibe together at all until the last episode where they're like, let's eat. And then like, that was cool. I missed that. Yeah. I missed that. We need to see them on top of Appa, like just laughing and stuff, but we don't have time for those lighthearted moments. Yeah. They just went straight into like the deep emotions, and it's just like, oh, tough luck. Yeah. Really interesting. Well, you gave it an 8.5. Real quickly, tell me like your reasoning behind that. I think the show dances between cringe and really good. Like, I don't think it goes in between. I think, again, at the heart of this show is the characters, and I think we're getting those characters. Mm-hmm. Not all of them. Zuko's story, amazing. I think Zuko's the star of the show, along with Sokka. Like, these 2 guys, like the stories, you care about them, you're getting invested into them. If I could care about a character, I care about the show. That's why I gave it. I think it's portraying it good. Yeah. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. And I guess the main reason why, again, I think I would have to go, the acting was really down bad. I was like, this is crazy. Some of the script writing was really interesting as well. Some of the storylines I wasn't a big fan of. And I think as well, like some of the visuals just weren't as appealing. Does that make it the show bad? No, I think the show is good. I think good is like the perfect word for it. I don't think it's great or like amazing, like almost to perfection. No, I think this show is good. Anyone that calls this show bad, like they're just really comparing to like the animated TV show, like to the core. But yeah, those were our thoughts of Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series adaptation. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Co-op Talks. Any last words? I think you guys should let us know who your favorite interpretation of an Avatar character is in the live action.
That's a good question.
Because we have ours. We've shared it. You can watch our whole podcast. But what about you? And I'm really actually interested in this.
Yeah, there's could be some that like are really good. Maybe it's the Kyoshi Warriors or whatever. Yeah, so let us know.
Who's the best interpretation? Let us know.
Down below. Yeah. And thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like this episode if you made it all the way through. Subscribe. And we appreciate the support we've been receiving so far. God bless, guys.
Water Tribe.